All right, welcome everybody to the Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday program design review, week 13. We're going to be talking about a real good cardio one. We got the 25 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 times around the room. So, Jeremy, over to you.
So what I like about this one, we're gonna go away from, like I said, we're gonna go away from the 20 seconds for the 3 times and three circuits, 4 times around. We're gonna go away from that. We're just gonna keep it common Phoenix. But like with this one, it still fits well in the 50-minute class. But if you have a class that's oversized, how it's set up, you can easily turn this into a complex and focus on all dumbbells, all jam balls. Because if you are having with a complex, I know it's a lot. I have to demonstrate 3 different exercises. So like with, you can easily do like the squat with the arc press is 1, and you do like a 3-point underarm, a 3-point underhand row, right? So you're working with underhand row, you're gonna feel more forearm, more bicep engagement, when it be underhand, instead of the regular overhand and neutral grip. So if you have to like kind of switch it up based on your class size and you want to go to a complex, you can easily go with a few lateral as well. So like with the kettlebell low to high, low catch to the alternating side lunge, you can even do like the kettlebell good morning, have it be on a left leg for exercise B and right leg for exercise C. So if you have to change that complex to make it work better for your session, you can definitely switch up some exercises. Just make sure we're capturing the movement patterns that we want to see. But with this, how this is set up, you're gonna have 3 different circuits, 25 on, 10 off. You're gonna go around 3 times. So circuit 1 will be the underhand grip bent over row. Using both dumbbells on this one. You can stay hinge over for 25 seconds, any lower back issues. Reset in between each row. So I always say give yourself a 4 count. 1 is the bend, 2, you'll roll it up, 3, release, 4, stand back up, right? So they can get that in their head. If they're not going to stay bent over, that becomes too much to be hinged over with the row. They can give themselves a 4 count to reset in between each set. You should be a little heavy with it. Again, it will be more grip focus, being underhand. So you will fire up your forearm more. You're gonna feel as a secondary muscle group, your biceps being more engaged as well as you hit the lats. From there, we're gonna go to the jam ball, twist and pivot. This is like Todd going crazy with the twist and pivot, so make sure you're pivoting onto your toe, work the core, torso. So you challenge pace on this one. So you want to go all out, but stay engaged, right? Don't just be like, don't have your back just be, loose, right? Just keep the core engaged as you work the transverse region, going side to side with that twist and pivot. And this can be done too if the load is too much with the jam ball, you can just stay with your body weight. So I try to keep everything on this one bilateral, so like alternating. So I don't want to do any single leg or single unilateral because it'll be hard to switch up with 25 seconds. So even with this low catch, you want to make sure you're alternating lunges on this one. So as you catch it up, you want to finish a squat, come up, lunge to the right, lunge to the left, and then reset with that catch. So making sure you hit both sides within that 25 seconds, so you're not trying to swim halfway through on that last set. Monitor toe, have the toe straight, shoulder square, drive your hips back, and the weight should be in your heel. And you should feel that lengthening in the extended leg, right? So work in the adductors. Make sure you feel that leg stretch, because people tend to either even squat when they lunge still, like when they go into the side lunge, you might see them like they're like squatting this leg right here, bending the knee, instead of like coming out, really getting that length here, right? So get that full extension of that leg. So and keep the toe straight as you lunge out, so you're not putting that pressure on their knee. So we're working with some agility ladder. I believe this is Cindy in the video and Kristen in the cloud fit.
Aha. All right. A couple of rock star ladies right there. Okay.
So you squat on the outside of the ladder, bring your feet in the inside of the ladder. You can always just walk that out. I like fast paced playlists for like the 2025. So really keep the beat up because especially when you have like ladders and stuff, you want to keep the energy going, right? So you want their body to go fast, working with the music. So if you're playing like slower jams and stuff like that, it doesn't really help with the vibe of the actual workout. So getting some fast paced music um would be great for this one. The TRX reverse crossover with a hop. Again, now the CloudFit video does show me sticking on one side, but I would like them to teach it alternating sides again, so you don't have to switch them up halfway. So come across the body and get that knee drive reset, and then alternate your legs. So again, you're not working with or worrying about having to switch people up halfway in last set. Any issues with hip, don't go into that crossover. They can just go right down with the reverse lunge and avoid the hop two. TRX are great for anyone that has mobility issues to really focus on their form. So there are people that have issues with knees, hip issues. For them, really trying to coach them to just focus on, holding their body weight up and focusing on getting through that movement smoothly and avoid the knee drive, all that, right? So that's what I like about TRX, because they are so versatile with people that have knee issues and hip issues. They can still get a squat and a knee in a lunge without putting too much stress on their lower half. So you do that 3 times around, and we're going to round number 2. We have your squat with an alternating arc press. You're going to go from shoulder to shoulder. So you get that vertical press as you conquer the squat as well. Go heavy with the weight, right? Because it is going to be, you're working with one dumbbell, so you can challenge them with a heavier weight. And they go shoulder to shoulder. If they have issues with their shoulders, I like to go with the squat, and they go from the hip in a cross body. So lock the elbow to the torso, so they can get a curl. So they can squat, they get a front loaded squat. As you go in that front loaded squat, come down, they can drop the weight, curl it, then they can switch it here. Squat down, come down, but you still want to keep your elbows locked, so you're getting some biceps. So it's more like a hammer curl, where you're just working with one dumbbell. If that is awkward, you can definitely just grab a light pair of dumbbells and just do a hammer curl. Like get a front squat in there, get a front squat, come out, and then come up with a hammer curl instead. If this is awkward with a diagonal motion.
I like that idea. I need to work on the longitudinal head of my bicep, actually. So the hammer curl's a good one for that.
I got some weak biceps.
My longitudinal head's lacking.
Your longitudinal head.
I don't know if you ever have that issue.
I mean, my whole, the longitudinal head, the small head, both heads are not my favorite in my arms. Bear crawl, push away, just kind of like, after I'm like talking junk the whole time at Slash, I hate bear crawls, I hate bear crawls. I was like, all right, this is kind of what some I brought from all the way into the jam ball. We use the sliders. This one will push the jam balls as you hit that bear crawl, and you can pull it back to you. All right. If you're not going down to the bear crawl, you can stay low in a duck walk. You can still roll the ball, and pull it back, so you can still work with the ball. Just add some variety as you go through that one. Butt low as you walk.
He calls them bear balls, he said.
Bear balls.
Bear balls. That makes sense.
Growl, make some growl, like we got our grizzly bear Samir here, so
he's a grizzly.
He's a grizzly. He's a grizzly. He's a nice grizzly bear though.
Yeah.
Yo, Cindy, we can't get over your video, your birthday shout out to him. That shit is so funny.
What's that?
Birthday shout out to Samir. Yo,
My birthday? Shout out.
We just keep rewatching it, yo. It's so funny.
What? I didn't see it. I'm gonna did you show it to me?
Oh my gosh. You were so like.
What am I so like? I'm not the one that called him whatever.
Samar.
Samar. What did I say? What did I say?
You can't hear your sound very
I
good.
can't hear it. You gotta send it to me. I can't hear
We
it.
want to make it like a meme where somebody says something like, come on.
That's funny.
You gotta send it to me. I want to see it.
Those New Hampshire girls, they can't talk very well. They got the Got their own.
And then we'll go to so we get a single leg and a hinge right here. We'll go into a single leg, good morning. Holding the kettlebell GABA style. Soft knee. So as you go through, you want to keep your hips square still. You'll see people tend to, as they go with the single leg, that they'll go, whatever leg they're on, they'll start to rotate towards that. We want to focus on still keep your hips square as you go into the hinge, head and chest, up neutral spine, drive up, and then you alternate sides, drive the heel away, come back up, and then keeping obviously spine neutral. Don't go deep. You don't want to round the back, so go as far as your hips allow you to bend without compromising form. If the single leg becomes too aggressive, they can go to a B stand, so like total heel. So they're still putting 80%, 80-90% of the weight still on that one leg, and they're just gonna have that toe down as they still bend, come back up, alternate total heel. So you really want to focus on, total heel on this. I don't know if you guys can see my toe. So toe here as I go to that B, so you can still feel that stretch in the hinge. Get that bend, come back up, total heel. Putting that weight into that down leg, and driving the weight into the heel of that down leg as you come through. You're gonna definitely, like, even me just doing that, but body weight, I got tight hamstrings, so I can feel that lengthening my hammies as I still hinged over, even without weight. So that can help them too. And when they feel comfortable enough, they always try to bring their toe off the ground so they can incorporate that single leg balance. Take you back to grade school, we had the hopscotch. So hop 2 in, hop 2 out. You feeling fancy? You always hop on 1, hop 2 out, hop 1 in as you alternate your feet going down on the ladder. So I love a good old hopscotch. And if the hopscotch is too much to hop in, just do the 2 in, 2 out. So you're still working the frontal, you're going front. You want to go 2 in the box, 2 out the box. And challenge pace on this one. Great time to get a super band out for them. To give them a slight resistance. Again, we're not trying to pull them back to you, like just a nice little resistance so they can get some even more core engagement, right? Because they got to stay tight in the core, pump the arms, right? And just give them a little bit more of a some force to fight against while they're doing the agility stuff.
Yeah, it's also a good time to get your balls out, like you can toss the footballs and get burpees going and stuff like that, Yeah.
Roll tricep press down. This one again is a power propping yourself up. As you go through, really focusing on driving through your palm and getting the squeeze. So I like to get a little pause at the top of this one, so I am engaging my triceps more. So I'm not just throwing myself up there and falling back down. So I want to roll myself up, and as I come up, push through. So I'm hitting driving the palms down in this, getting the tricep work on this. Now, if for some reason that's not for them, they can definitely just go to a tricep extension. Still work the triceps on this one. Again, just add variety to this one. You can definitely challenge range on this. So the further they're down, the harder it's going to be. I'm not sure how it actually work with the wall. We have an open space, so I don't know, like with ours, you can get pretty deep with this one and come up with it. So it might be a little awkward if you go and do that to the wall and your face is like next to the wall. But again, you can
Lengthen those straps. Gotta lengthen those straps. Make sure you.
And drop the butt. Drop the butt. The butt should be in the ground. Your heels. I think people get it gets harder because I think people try to keep their heels too close to their body, but they should have their heels further away from the body as they sink their hips down. Get the roll and push down. They'll have a good base. Their feet shouldn't be close together. Have a good base. You should already start, even when you're having your hips down to the ground, have your feet sort of apart, not too close. Is she going for it?
Yeah. Yep.
What's she going to do? You just don't know. She just gets up. Every now and then, she just got to go get a few reps in.
Yeah, you do it up, cuz.
Okay, so get your feet way in the air.
So now drop your butt. Drop your butt. Yep. Now your feet should be slightly in front of you more, and as you pop up to your toes.
Okay, wait.
Just try not to lean forward. Try to come straight up.
Okay. So this is my feet right?
I can't see. My hope is that the way you came up, it seemed like you did it well, but you just leaned too far forward.
Okay, wait, like this, so butt back, heels way down there, like that?
Yeah. And as you come up, roll it, and it comes up to your toe. Boom, just like that.
Oh,
Now drop back down, roll yourself up. Pass through the
that's
triceps.
hard. That's a hard one if you
There
do
you
it.
go. But you can even back up more. So if you gotta lighten it, you can still get it done. Just walk away from the wall further.
That's hard. That's
And
a
if you-
hard one. Wow.
I feel like the guy from the pigs from even with the front squat, the pigs from one of those commercials, one of those insurance commercials, and like, whee! Having fun with it. So that's round number 2. Number 3, we're gonna go with a power clean. This is gonna get a vertical pull in there. So you want a power clean, you want to come from the floor. So hang clean, you're hanging it, you're gonna hang the dumbbells to your side. This is when you want to try to get the head of the dumbbell to the floor. I can grab a dumbbell real quick too, so I can show you.
That one, Andy.
So. Got this keychain link. Or have a-
So with a power clean, I bring my hand on the back of the dumbbell of the bar so I can get the head of the dumbbell onto the ground. You see that?
Yeah,
And you're here, right? And as you come up, pop it up to the shoulder. Back
Hey, we
down.
lost you. We lost you. When you go up, we lose you a little bit. All right. Okay, there you go. All right.
Well, you saw where the head, the dumbbell was, right? So
yep, yep, yep.
the
But
back,
now this is,
Yep.
looks like part 2. This is like the sequel now.
right? Here, power through, coming up to the
Boom.
shoulder.
Okay,
Bye. All right.
Yep.
That's another one
Got
that'll
it.
help me with that longitudinal head of my bicep.
yep.
You know,
All
you
kinds.
know, in your thrusting motion. It helps you with the thrusting motion as well.
Yeah.
Get that power in there.
Yeah, I've been getting some flack about the longitudinal head of my bicep. I appreciate you guys
But
putting
here's
this.
your options, right? So if you're not going from the ground, do a clean. If you're not doing a clean, do some more hammer curls. You can do a bend with another hammer curl. All right, that's your 3 options. Power clean, hand clean, bend with a hammer curl to break it up. So if you're
Right.
not like cleaning on Saturday, don't clean on Saturday. You can bend and hammer.
Ah, let's go. That's
I feel
awesome.
like bend and hammer sounds like a cleaner product. This was Cindy's favorite in
As soon as I saw it, I was like,
So I was like, I wouldn't do this for anything longer than 25 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, but it's gonna be rotational. So you're gonna rotate with it. You're gonna stay hinge over, so it could be a lot in the back. You're gonna rotate with the ball as you come center and push it away. So you want the power to come from the chest down to the floor, pick it back up, rotate, keep your eye on ball so your head should move too, so you can rotate smoother, come back center and hit that slam. We can also reset too. In the video we explain resetting through it. So you're not staying hinged over the whole time if you do have back issues. And if you're not feeling the rotation, just sit with your bent over pushaways, pushing right from your chest. All right. Because people that have issues working on rotation or lower back issue, although we should work in rotation, it's not probably for someone that's newer and that has issues with the back, this to be bent over and rotating at the same time, find the best bet to jump them into that right away. So they can always just work with that push away, or again, they can reset. Even if they want to rotate the top, come down and then push away, you can do that too. So give them some options there. Definitely a coachable moment to see if anyone is having issues with that, to give them different options within the session, not necessarily demonstrating it. Back to the kettlebells, reverse lunge pass to chest press. Again, front to back, want to pass through the front of the legs, bring it up, and then get a chest press. All right, and you're gonna alternate legs through this one. Again, you can add some like basketball team songs, Globetrotter songs with this. If they're not gonna pass you through the legs, they have an issue with the pass, they can just work with that reverse lunge. Fill the gap. So go down with the right knee, the kettlebell's in the right hand, come back up, hit that press, release in the left hand, and hit that reverse lunge on that left side.
Yep, like,
Torso tall, try not to lean into it. Okay, you want to make sure you're staying head and chest up as it act as if there's your favorite beverage is on their head and they don't want to spill that beverage, right? So you want to make sure you're staying up, chest up, not leaning over. That's when they can put stress on your lower back. If they're leaning over. Lateral movement on the ladder. So we're gonna go with the scissors. So 2 in, 2 out, elbows bent, fingers open, the run mechanics. So as your left leg goes in, your right leg should be up. So you want good run mechanics. You shouldn't be on the same side. If you're going right foot, right arm, you're gonna look awkward. So teach good mechanics as you go through this one. Light on your toes. And this is another one you can add a band to their waist to add more resistance and challenge speed on this one and pace. If you're not liking a hop back and forth, 2 in, 2 out, but still trying to go laterally with that. And then our last one for round number 3, it will be our TRX wide row. So going wide with this one, so it's not high. You still want to go about shoulder level, squeeze your shoulder blades together, overhand grip, and then come back down. All right, so or come back, reset with the full extension of the arms. The more upright you are, the less weight you're working with. Walk your feet in closer to the wall or increase the body weight. And again, you want to challenge or coach them to keep core engaged. So stay tight in the core, brace your core. You shouldn't be sagging your hips or coming up when you're pulling up with your back. If you find that they are trying to like jerk their back up, they get up there, it's time to move their feet back is because it's too challenging for them. In the finisher, get the guitars out, have some fun, turn the lights off. Thunderstruck, the first time we're doing it this year, 13 weeks in, we're bringing it out.
I like it.
Thunderstruck. 6 stations if needed. With 6 stations, you might want to eliminate the one of the rounds, so you guys can pick and choose like which round you want to eliminate. We have uppercut jacks, so that could be a fun one. I love getting like the mids out, or even again having a fast playlist going with uppercuts is a good one. Step it out. If they're near the dumbbells, right, you can get some light dumbbells to challenge them with that one, or fit fighters to challenge them with some added resistance. We also have tuck jumps in there, and then 2 jumping jacks to a burpee. If you are using the 6 stations, and you can kind of pick and choose if it comes through, like what all round you want to eliminate.
Good stuff. This is actually the spot for the quote, so I could change that to blue.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. It's a good song. So, I guess the only thing that I was going to comment on for anyone that watches this program design is I was really impressed at Slash Fitness and Jeremy's been talking about it throughout, about choosing music that matches your movements. And what they did a really great job of, even during our warm up, is like at 1 minute, maybe we're just kind of stretching, maybe we're just doing like a knee hug or something. But then as soon as it butt kickers, like the beat went up, the music went up, and it made you want to kick more, So we can really energize our room when we use our music properly, and so sometimes even the warm up, which sets the tone for the whole workout, becomes a little bit of a dance, right? Like there's a like kind of, oh, we're just torso twisting. Okay. Oh, we're just lunging. And then it's like, oh, wait a second, we're jumping jack, like let that be your opportunity to have something, upbeat, coming through. And of course, there's a lot of exercises in here that would be served well, especially in a 25-second workout, but that's some of the planning that we have the opportunity to do. And I thought they did a good job with that.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like the idea of like, another option for it, because I like how they did do like, pick your leg up for your quad stretch, right? So you have to pick your legs up with the quad stretch, and you're gonna do a couple of those here, right? It'll be here, and it's like as the beat goes up, then you're here with the butt kicks, right? You got your knee hugs, right? You're hugging your knee, the music is low, you're talking to them, and you pick it up. Now give me some high knees, so it's really setting you up with the movements they were doing, and it worked real smooth. It's kind of like you were like in a it's like choreography, right? You were about to do a dance, you know what I mean? Because how smooth it went with it, so it was good. So you turn the music down as she's like saying, hey, get some knee hugs in here, get the hip flexor warmed up. All right, now we're gonna go 100% high knees, right? And you turn it up, and you go, and there's not really much countdown. It is going right into the next movement, right? Now we're gonna slow it down. Music comes down a little lower. Grab your foot, bring your foot up to your butt. get some good squeezes in there, get the quads warmed up. Now he's turns the music up. We're going to some butt kicks. So I think it could be something that we can definitely easily incorporate, because we're ready to do butt kicks, ready to do high knees. Even a torso twist, you probably can find a way to like go from like here to something that's like a little faster, right? That's like that adds more energy, right? So because
That
that's
would be a fun warm up to put together, like movement prep, but then you kind of have to find a way to switch your music quickly like he did. I'm not sure if he had a song that was switching.
I think it's more of just the volume control, right? You have a high energy song, but you turn it down when you want to like talk, and you turn it up when you want them to go all out.
Your point. No, that's another way that way you don't have to alternate too much. That would make it simpler. That's good. For the warm up this week, Jeremy, any thoughts on that? Like, do we have a little bit more time with 25 seconds?
It's still with the 3 rounds. It's gonna be tough. Now, I would say if you get a bigger class and you got to reduce it to 2 rounds, then I would like do like an energy lineup, have some fun with it, because by eliminating a whole round, all you're adding in another exercise, you're probably gonna have a lot more time left on the clock. So planning for if a class size comes in and it's larger, you got to go 6 stations. You got to eliminate 1 round, because if you do all 3 with 6 stations, you're definitely gonna run over. So I would plan for like some cone drills, some high fives, something to have some fun with them before the workout. They keep the warm up longer, so you're not going so overtime with the workout.
Okay. Awesome.
And Thunder Sucks the long songs. That's 5 minutes right there for a finisher.
Yeah.
So to keep that in mind too. So if you're doing 3 circuits 3 times around, you have a 5-minute finisher as well. So that's a long finisher. So you are having to go 6 stations. I will definitely do a longer warm up, take a round out, and then work with what you got, and then do a Cindy's cool down.
Perfect. All right. Well, there it is. Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday program design review.